Hello everybody and welcome back for a new factions or left shoot guide. And today we're gonna talk a little about the I'm pretty sure this is the 120 or 120 left shooter, and I'm gonna do a basic guide of every single cannon just so you guys know what I changed on the cannon as well, so we can get moving with this. This time we're gonna focus on getting into the base, just like all other videos. But as I said, I simply wanted to make a video because sometimes the scatter is different, and sometimes something is different here, and I kind of want to show you how to do that. But this is the schematic you could get. This is ready for the left shoot, and you do have to make it to go straight now because you kind of want to go into this one and make it backboard and all that. So let's just start doing this. This one have a booster as well, so let's just disable that right there, and as well as this little attachment over here, you're gonna disable that right there. Then you're gonna go up and you see two full repeaters. You put those to 0 and put that one tick. You do that all the way around. So let's just quickly go ahead and do that. There you go. And as well over here, and you have to do it on the slap bust as well, because there's a repeater right here. You have to do it on the slap bust and the repeater at the hammer down, or else the slap bust won't really work. And then the only thing you have to change is the guider, and let's just quickly do that. And where these are, you're gonna make it to a full block. You can go full block all the way over to here, but not further than this. And that is just about it. Then you're ready to straight shoot, and let's just quickly make sure we have some wet sand in here so that can't really fuck up. And then I think we should go ahead and fire this cannon here and see if we can get a little hole in it. And it is all the way down. There's like one sand down there, but it doesn't really matter. But it should stack just fine, and as you see, it makes a little bit of hole, and that is kind of what we're aiming for. We don't want a too big hole when you have to single stack up, but I'm gonna come to that later. Now that you have done this, that is going to be a little hole here, and you kind of need to go into the middle of the base because you don't want to left shoot as it is now, because you're not really going to get into anything else than maybe Acolyte Slayer or something like that. So we kind of wanted to get in a little bit more, and you can do that in a different ways. You can simply just fire the cannon as it is now, but that is going to leave like a big hole down, and that is kind of going to interrupt you from single stacking all the way up. So what I would prefer and what I would do is simply disable the hammer, and you disable this one right here due to you're going to need to slap bust, but everything else here is going to be disabled, and that is fine like that. And then of course the scatter as well, and the scatter can be disabled in many ways. You can do it here, and take down a repeater or do whatever you want, just that it is disabled. And after that, the only thing you have left is the power, and then of course the slap bust. And because you use the slap bust is because it is really fast and it blows up almost instantly. So let's just see it here, and the TNT will not dip at all. So let's just see here. There you go, and it didn't really dip at all. And I like using the slap bust. You can configure your hammer to do the exact same, but I'm not gonna go into that now. It is still gonna make too big a hole. I don't like it. Let's throw one more shot here. And as you see, the slap bust is quite big. I made it a little bit bigger here. I'm going to tell you why in a second. But let's just get one more wall in. And you have to make sure that whenever you're done scattering, you have to make sure that you have a nice little area here that is flat. You can't really have a block right there, because whenever you go ahead and you shoot, then let's find the light blue. That means that one of the TNT will land here and the other one will land right here. And whenever it tries to reverse scatter, it is either going up like this, or it's going to go down in a vertical line, and it's not really going to help you get some water down. But this is just fine. Did I remove that block? No, I did not. So let's remove that. And now that you're ready for this, then you have to set this bad boy up to reverse scatter. And we can do that by simply going in right here, and then simply just place a cobblestone or something else, just that is full block, and you can place a trapdoor like that. Then you make sure you can place a block on top. Don't place a block, but just make sure that you can place a block so you know it's correctly made. Then remove the rest of the guider, so there's no guider in the cannon at all. And then of course you have to enable all your stuff again. So that means that you're gonna enable your scatter, you're gonna enable your hammer down right there, and as well as there and there. And now you should actually be able to reverse scatter. Just remember that you're gonna need a quite big slap bust for this, due to you have to reverse quite high up here to get some water down here. So that is kind of important, and that is easily, just quickly look here, slap, and course use comparators and just simply stack this on the glass. It is very, very simple, and that is how you do that. But let's just start and reversing here, and you'll see that it will go further into the base. Let's just hope it doesn't fuck up. But it should leave some water down, and as you see, it leaves some great water down. And now we can actually continue. You can actually disable the scatter right here, so it doesn't really take that one step down here. Or you can even disable the wet sand, and that won't make it a hybrid shot. But as you see, this is working fine. And now that we have a clean backboard right here, it is still not water covered, and we kind of want it to be water covered. So you're gonna need to single stack, or what I say 2 stack, because you can actually stack 2 at a time. But if you follow along here and do what I do, we should not have an issue. Do like this, 1 2 3, stop right there. Where the sand compressor is, you're gonna put an extra block so it lines up with the dispensers like this. And now that you've done that, you have to, of course, disable everything. So that disable both the slap bust and the hammer down. So let's just go on and do that. The only thing you want enabled right now is going to be the power and, of course, the wet sand and normal sand. So right there, we got everything off now. And let's just try and see if we can stack twice. And that is wet sand in the cannon. Yes, that is indeed. So let's just go ahead and shoot. And it should stack twice. If it's coming in right now. No TNT, that is always nice, and it's stacked 2 sand. Let's do that one more time, and then I'm just gonna cheat a little bit and do it in creative here due to trying to make the video too long. But let's just do it one more time. That's fine with me. And you can't really fuck up. You just have to know that the wet sand is the only TNT that can, only sand, so that can reach the top block here. So that if you stack right here and stack right here, and then you only see the wet sand right here and the other sand down here, don't panic. Just keep firing the wet sand, and the wet sand next shot will fire right there where it's supposed to be, and then it's gonna fall 2 at a time again. Dung 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 dung. But you don't really need this because there was already water here. I just quickly wanna say that, but there was already water here, so that was a perfect reverse scatter. Now that you've done this and you have a wet backboard here, you can actually go ahead and start putting this up to left shoot again. And I would actually prefer if you go ahead and put your schematic in here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Just so it doesn't fuck up, and that will just be sad if you fucked up. We can actually go one more up, I'm pretty sure, right? There you go. And all you have to do now is just put it up back to where it was on this right here. So that is kind of the easiest way to do this and kind of know how it goes. Let's just quickly do that, and you can follow your schematic, so I don't really need to have to do this slow. There you go. And as well as over here. There you go. Put this on 1, put this on 1. There you go. And the only thing we have left now is kind of the guider, and that is just about it. So let's just take this down here and put the guider in. And this glass doesn't really matter, I just want to make it so you don't really have to do it. But I'm pretty sure that is just about it. You always double check to make sure it doesn't fuck anything up, and no, indeed I didn't. So let's just paste some sand in and get rid of this ugly schematic here. There you go. And now we should actually be good to left shoot. But just remember that the first left shoot always remove your backboard. So whenever you're done doing with the first left shoot here, you're going to stack up your backboard once again. And that is kind of sad, but that is how it is. So now you're just going to stack it up, make it back to straight as I showed you, and then you're just simply going to stack sand up again. And I'm probably sure I did it way too far, but it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of to show you here. But let's just go down here. There we go. And now that you've done that and you put your cannon back to left shoot once again, then you can actually go ahead and you can left shoot through all these walls right here. Let's just see here. There you go. And it worked just fine. So let's continue doing this for a little bit so you guys know that it's working. But you only left shoot if it is a lot easier to left shoot than it is to straight shoot, because sometimes you don't really get the same loot if you're gonna straight shoot or left shoot, because with straight shoot you can do a lot of more stuff that you can if you are left shooting. So I probably prefer you to to not left shoot if you can avoid it, because it's kind of easier to kind of aim at the right spot with a straight shooter, because you can't really do it correct here. Well, I guess you can, but it is kind of tricky and will cost a little bit of TNT if you want to stack to the right place. But I think that is just about it. We have one more wall to go here, and we should probably be into the base now. So let's just make sure that we're inside the base. Yes, we are. And that is just about it, guys. This is the 120 stacker working fine, and all new schematics for the left shooters as well. But I think that is just about it, guys. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and remember always to comment if you have any issues, questions, or anything else like that. My name is Dexter, and I am out.